Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining this live or whatever time you're gonna watch. I am Moss, and as I say in my previous video, should three video, but unfortunately end up be more in three videos. So today we're gonna talk about this interview that became a blessing when you are unique in YouTube. Welcome, everybody. And before we go, there is a link if you're that site, if you want to come and get involved, we could have a conversation, whatever your positive, negative reactor. I'll appreciate. I'll be looking to one of the sites because I have a computer, I have other screen this side. So don't get confused. Anyway, today is about the interview that Marwa gives to this gentleman after this drama and how this became a blessing. But before we go further, let me remind you which interview is so may help you understand what I'm talking about because many times people just get lost. They don't understand what it's all about. So I'm going to give you a quick brief of the interview and then we'll dive in.
Yes. Actually, that's how we grew up. Me and Komo and my elder sister. Even my younger sister used to bring food for us in the farm. D.
Wow.
And not farms were not around. This used to be one of our farm where my dad used to.
Wonderful.
And we were staying in once.
Yes.
Once a year.
Yes.
Today we have.
Okay, that is the interview that Mara has gave to this gentleman live in the United States of America that comes to the village. But before he comes to the village, he tours some other countries. He calls himself the explorer. And this interview has something very interesting. Is what I've been trying to find out why Mrs. Mrs. X uh, announcement didn't went viral in a such way uh, could be really great damage to him. This interview is a very simple interview, is one of kind interview ever Marwa has given. First of all, the interviewer is an adult person, a very grown-up person, is a person double age of Marwa, and with morals, very strong morals, and also you see the manners, how he approached Ayamarwa in a such way. Uh, he managed to soften Ayamara to explain about himself. But it's not all about Ayamara on this interview. It's about the character who is interviewing this gentleman, how he puts the questions and how the questions have been selected and then have been drafted. This is quite interesting because if each question make you understand the wider picture of real content creation. This is what is amazes me is the questions because each question you see Mara navigate a, a lifetime, a story, a village, a tribal, a nation. And this is what you don't see with the other content creators, in particular Africans. Even myself sometimes I get lost. So welcome to IAMOS. Today is Saturday, and please join me. I have put the link for you to come and give you point of view, maybe opposite side of the story and all about. But mainly I'm gonna discuss this interview. Please give a like if you like, share it if you find it useful, but also comment whatever comment you have about. Let's talk in a manner we understand this phenomenon and what's happening here and what many people have missed. The particular is what my biggest surprise is the fate of the reactors. So now with this drama, this interview, you you don't want to know much about Marwa. No. You want to know about why this reaction and the effect of this reaction, what is the intention, and what is behind. This is what you have to understand. Let's listen again a bit of the interview so to put you in context.
It at home.
Right.
Yes.
Wow. I understand the area is dominated with the
Masai Mara.
Masai Mara
Yes.
culture,
Yes. And also Korean.
Kulia.
Yes.
And I mentioned, I heard you.
Okay, uh, YouTube will have to forgive me, even the one of the content have to forgive me, because I have to refer to this interview so you can hear his words. I hope that I don't get penalized. So let's dive in this analysis or how, what and how I see it. I have done something for first time very interesting. I went back to ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT a few things, and ChatGPT didn't give me the real answer to the question because does not understand the full spectrum of this. But I managed capture some sources and go through those sources and investigate and try to read and all that. Let's all break down this interview in a such way you can understand why this interview comes in play and what this interview does. Okay. Uh, Well, is about 1 day old. First, the interview is being published on the Ship The Explorer channel on YouTube. If you go to the YouTube, you will see. And also, this what is quite interesting how the numbers of this interview exploded. They went around to 7,000, around 10,000 now of viewers and people that really spend time because the interview is very short. It's not a longer, so it's like 30 minutes, and but like 6 or 5 questions, all them bullet direct to the point. But also there is something particular that I have highlighted here, and is the dress code of Ayamaro. It's first time for me I got surprised with this dress code. This dress, how comfortable, and remember the stories of the chair where they are sitting and where they are, in particular where they are, the story in that patio there, that little patio, because always have been talk about the swimming pool. And so the stories, many gifts, many moments, me Toto, Mrs. X, and so many people spending that time. So the place where it takes the interview is historical and quite an highlight. The background is very, very important to remember this. And the other thing is how, for first time in an interview, Marwa looks to the interviewer and feels so comfortable and relaxed. You see, this figure here is getting mature and he never goes out of the track And then is the shoes, the way for first time we don't see gun boots or something else. No, we see him dressed in a such way where you start to say, wow, look how life goes. So let's go about this. I had to describe these things because they're important, but for you to understand. Well, uh, the video focus on Aya Marwa, likely and gives a personal update, is an interview style conversation. What is expected here is the current life update of reflection on his recent events and challenges, travel, lifestyle insights, personal perspectives, more candy, and typical vlog content. And when we go further, we see the context. This way is quite interesting, is the context that Marwa puts on the interview. We know he's a well-known traveler vlogger who has been widely discussed online due to his extensive global travel. Remember, more than 70 countries. Some other countries have been traveled back, so we can say 100 odd countries, because he went back some few countries back twice or three times. Like Jamaica, he went to back for second time. I think Mexico two, three, things like that. And lifestyle change and the controversy, collaboration with other creators. This is what gets very interesting. These are the three bullet points, main three bullet points that we have to reflect on. The interview seems to be part of what's going, the conversation, offering a direct and filter update rather than a second one and commentary. This is the most part of this interview. But this contest reflects in a such way that many people, they don't find interest in follow the interview. Many people, they look to the interview, and you see, I was looking to the average figures, age, where locations and people been listening, and then I see people from 40 to 70 are the people who have sat down and listened. The younger ones, none, uh, is a very small percentage of people in Kenya that have sit and listen to the interview. And here is, and again, the corroboration of my video, my previous video, where I have said, I'm just speechless. How did the reactors really miss it? How they are missing things? How they are not capitalized? And Marwa is going on and on because the interest of people to know, to understand. People even they didn't know about him, or they didn't know about what was going on. They have become more curious. And one of the aspects I noted is religious people, Seven Adventist people, Christianity, and so forth people with beliefs that became so strong interest in this conversation and this interview. I don't know, it's because the background of the interviewer is the relationship of the interviewer with the interviewer and the community of the interviewer. Maybe this might be one of the sides of our new audience might increase the numbers of Ayamaro. Even his channel exploded. There is another thing. The interview channel exploded over sadly after that interview. But one of the things is what also I have looked into is here the real impact of the interview, the real impact, the breakup drama, and the IMR audience, and why many negative reactors miss the moment. This is what I still now I start to understand. One is the audience reaction after the breakup drama. Is the breakup drama with Rocio, Mrs. X, create massive divisions, viral attentions, and the attention they went to Mrs. X. We went the opposite way. The people show interest in Africa and content creation in Africa, not only Ayamara and other YouTubers. I have to be honest. And this is quite interesting when you watch YouTube and you start see, oh, now there is more the new feeds about other YouTubers, and that you say, okay, let me understand now what is the logic here. Even trying to understand that logic, the fans, the fans are the the engine, is the motor behind, are the people who are making this thing work, going so wildly, left, right, you just go here in Marwa, go there, Marwa, go there, Marwa, Marwa, Marwa. So but there is one thing critical here is the split into camps. Supporters of Marwa and Rocio. The camp of Mrs. X, it seems like more one gender. And this is normal. This is normal, but even critical. It's normal but critical. Is one gender. And when you start read or follow that, you start see a pattern there. Relationships fail, people after relationships fail, how they became and how they transform, how they grow, they make that possible. The kids went to school, how they survive. But the other side of Marwa is a gender mix in a such way that you get sometimes you start to question yourself because the opinions are so strong that you say, okay, why X only have these base gender supporters and this guy is having a mix, you know, with a very strong opinion. I'll tell you why. The drama spread quick across YouTube and social media. It is it has triggered channels, reaction channels, gossip pages, and commenters' views. That is one of the facts that has been happening. But those reaction channels and gossip pages, they didn't done uh, the good job. The good job comes from the commentary on the videos, the people commenting, and everything that comes from the Villa Medellin. Who goes to Villa Medellin? What was the actions after the aftermath of this when he reacted? This kind of controversy will usually boost visibility, more views, and more research. And here is because of these commentaries, videos that makes the side of Ayamara view audience explode on a mixed gender base, and Rocio being left in a very restricted group in terms of the gender base, ladies, grandmothers, all. This is what I see here. But I question that should be also people be able should be mixed in a great number should be mixed. That gets me confused. But the damage is done. Eh? The damage is done, and the part of the core audience are the defining the the way this goes. and it's quite interesting how this goes because you start realizing uh, nobody real in any moment anybody has given a thought. Yeah, nobody has given a thought. What is the consequences? Nobody has given a thought, and that is where we see this interview quite add value to the situation. It has added value and it's so interesting, so interesting in my point of view because that interview was just a content. It was a damage control. Is a plus narrative reset for Ayamaro. What the ship, the explorer interview change gave Ayamaro something unique, human, gave Ayamaro direct voice. That's what Miss X didn't have. Maybe she's scared about the reactors. Maybe the reactors are scared to come in the uh, program, and she saw that as a problem indeed, because it could get nasty. So here is where everybody agree this should not have been discussed in public domain. Also shift the tone from drama to personal explanation. But is this personal explanation that the ship explorer really digs in? The ship explorer brought something here unique that the reactors should be able to mock up Marwa in such way he could be even offended, or Ginto could use that interview. But because they're short circuit in their minds, yeah, just on the surface, running the surface, what is seen in the surface. And that what is in surface is not the really the really thing. Because the ship, the explorer, re-engaged the loyal fans who are waiting for his side. And so by re-engage them, ignite them, this matter because the audience don't just follow drama, they follow authenticity. So instead of is trending because of controversy, he became, let's hear him out. That's what people now say. Let's listen him. It's quite interesting that people are listening him. They are listening more and more and get more interesting. Like uh, before the interview, when they wake up in that day, they woke up, they're just walking out, was a family on Marwa's gate. They had a family, somebody passed away, a child they could not afford. And they walked from far village to Marwa for $1.50. And as Marwa has stepping out to go to the bank to get money because he knows something will happen, he needs money every day. This blessing, his interview, this moment happen in camera. And the interviewer becomes part of the content. As I said, my miss, this guy is happening. And this is why this interview becomes so interesting. Is the interviewer that had $1.5 in his pocket that donate to this family, and this family leaves that house, not thinking just because of that person that has donated, because Marwa. Marwa. This is one of the things. So this is the things why the negative reactors fail to capture the moment. Most reaction channels make a very strategic mistake. They focus on drama headlines, accusation, cheating, manipulation, etc. Emotional reactions without nonsense. But here, in this interview, let me just uh, go to the pass a little bit more so you can have a view of this interview. So you see more context.
Like one time in one of your videos, you said we are really part of that. I know they have gotten a bike, and I've seen you have helped a number of people.
Yes.
And they're moving from a bike to a car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had like 200, because I already told you the village has over 100 YouTubers.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had even 20. Your YouTube channel, all the best. Guys, if you're watching, please subscribe to, even me, I hope I've subscribed to your channel.
Yes, this is the interview. So to make you more in context. But let's carry on with my analysis. I would like to invite you to join me. There is the link. There is the link. You can see the link on the bottom. It would be very nice to see some of you join this live and yeah, talk, give your point of view. That could be very interesting, really. I don't see anybody on the chat give your point of views, your analysis. At least everybody's just quiet. Come on, people, please, let's comment. Let's leave your opinions and whatever you have about this situation, what is going on. But let's go on with my analysis. So, why negative reactors fail to capture the moment? Yeah, I have explained to you most of the reactors channel made a strategic mistake, a big mistake. But also, she made it because she thought she could damage, but she could scary of create a damage that could affect her interest. So it was a mixed masala feeling from Mrs. X. But they focus most on the drama. I think that was the aim here of Mrs. X, create the drama, but not capitalize on the drama. This is a huge mistake. You use YouTube, you should make it most you could. The accusations that she said in have this ghost, I done a video talk about this ghost about Raise Sempertina. She made a match. The Raise Sempertina is a match of Mrs. X. There's no doubt. And she knows, she knows even the statements of her tattoo, the snake she have in her hand, that could not scare Ray Serpentina. Ray Serpentina have the same other language, the opposite. And this is where the things didn't work when you heard about cheating. But also the emotional reactions without nonsense that came after when she goes and created this post that he knew about this. This is where the mess up starts. But what they miss, the audience was shifted from gossip to empathy. That is where the bigger thing is. The audience was shifted from gossip to empathy. How that shifts so quick, so fast. Lot of mistakes, ne? Was the ability of Marwa have composure. I remember this Muzungu Pebble tell me he could knew anything. That doesn't count. What counts is what we see, what we hear. Is how he came, responded, and how he asked the audience, please don't go there, do this and that. And that was quite interesting. And the reactors again, they would prefer gossip. And a gossip that can see the empathy is shift the grounds. Nobody's there to watch. This was a moment JT could explode his audience, could create, but reactions doesn't grow. But the viewers, they want closure, not a chaos. That's why we didn't see an explosion. People, they don't want chaos. And this was make me now understand why their failure was a proven how we, the audience that follows this content, we have a positive mind. We people down to earth, people they understand. And even Mix X said he was a showman. It is a showman. So you can see it does content from here to there. It just it does. And that was quite interesting. But the result is of the others compared to Mr. Ship the Explorer is that the Ship Explorer brought an interview in a such dimension. Not was not a three dimension. This was a fourth dimension. There was a fourth pillar there that was quite interesting. Is navigate the waters of this human being and let this human being fell inside himself and demonstrate to the world what he is all about. So the negative reactors, they felt repetitive. Some audience saw them as clothing chasing instead of insightful. And that is where the biggest issues. Now I can say these are not reactors. These are fools. All of them, they're fools. People, they play the emotions, thinking we are stupid. Unfortunately, we start to understand how ignorant they are. And in such way, they can't perform to change opinions. This is critical because the real audience philosophy shift. The real audience with this interview has shifted so much, so much, so much. Even me, I'm getting scared that Marwa could go out there and think is invisible. Nobody can do nothing wrong to him. But I hope that's not do it because we saw Mayugnu do some comments about his relationship with the Ayamara, how things split. Was not Ayamara. Ayamara always said to Mayugnu, you need to be genuine. You need to be you. And this rat race that the Mayugnu have is make the audience shift away from him. The money he bought the car, the money he keeps doing a small piece here, small, he could already done the ground floor and the first floor of that house. But he keeps extending that house left, right, whatever, no excuses, this, that problem, girlfriends, all that. It make the audience feel, what is this? I'm not here just to see a beggar. So, on the context of Ayamaro, this interview that became as a bless shows us something quite interesting. Shows us we need from now on, we have learned the lessons from Guadamaya and the birth of his son, and how Guadamaya acts, what interests of Guadamaya, that are completely different because you have a team of producers and cameramen that Ayamara does have. It's just a common tripod, sit and goes off in a such nature that you get attention so quick, you get attracted to it. Oh, so this particular interview and makes things more interesting because after the interview, Maro audience moved in three clear groups. Loyal supporters believe his side, appreciate transparency, more engaged than before. And this is good, because this has brought something new for David, for Congrats Mom, for Nasto, and many others. Because people now they want to see what is this web of YouTubers and number ones. The other group, the spectacle viewers, people became unsure, and these numbers are so slim. You started looking to people that watching both sides and go this side and say blah blah blah, and go that side say okay, this is sweet, is nice, but go the is sweet and sour. And the engagement stays so high. The engagement on this is becomes so high. You start to realize even the death of this Maiwan or whatever became a scam. But there is one thing that I realized when I saw the three positive reactors. I saw something quite interesting for the real thing. Jack Sinner, Mora, and also Antinyam. But the Antinyam, I saw something a bit more interesting. That the loss of audience. People left due to the trust issues. And when I was watching the real thing, and she was talking about this situation I've mentioned before uh, about Mrs. X engage Jesus. When she starts playing, I realize numbers dropping behind. People engage in a second and dropping. And then I start saying, okay, this is a dangerous issue. And then it's hard to win back when you lose audience. It's very hard. I saw that guy, Mr. Rupta, talk about David. And then I saw the same day, but the engagement day was because we talk about David. He's not talking about the hardcore, the man center stage figure. And these figures start fluctuate. So the net impact of on Marwa on the short term and the long term, this interview here defined something interesting. This interview, even not the most glamorous interview, on the short term, massive attention, massive, huge, 7,008 the last time I viewed. I don't know right now what is the figure on that interview. Really, for me, 10,000 views right now. 10,000 views just one day for this channel came from nowhere. Is already in 10,000 views. How I don't know how much subscribers he got. Let me see. Already is with 1,000. When he done the interview was with 7 or less than 7, but now is with 1,200 subscribers. And the comments people are coming here is like Gogo Days 1969 say Team Marwa welcome to Africa ship. Joan Mulling 6898. I also researched Google about Nyambwans. I saw Frederick Marwa as the one who puts in the map through YouTube influence. Congratulations, man. The roster is still waking me each morning. That was a statement of Marwa when he was asking uh, about wake up in the village, and then for him, the roster. Me too. In Mozambique, when I used to be. I am Raptor, new subscriber from Marwa, Team Marwa to the world. These are people about that, these, what's called, let me see if I can show you these comments about this. Let me, if I can share with you so you can see what I'm talking about. Share screen. Share screen. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. So I can share with you. There is the screen. I'm sharing with you. You see, these are people comments. These are people comments. And then look. 1,270 Ks. 550, 582 likes. No, uh, share 229 comments. Huh? Guys, this interview is a masterpiece, is something that unique, something that I didn't see it. We have also the other side here, London boxing. I think Marwa is a legend indeed. Carla, Team I am Marwa on the world. Okay, thanks. So please subscribe to my channel also, and comment on the channel. Let's talk if you are there. Flora Floyd, I subscribe. Team Marwa, thank you, Flora. You see, love for all of you who are watching my channel. Indeed, I appreciate for being there. But this interview, this particular interview, gentlemen, this particular interview here is something unique. Is something that you look to this interview, you just get shocked and surprised. You get shocked and surprised. You get shocked and surprised because the simplicity of the interview says so much, so much, so much. So we are talking about the net impact of his brand on the short term. His massive attention has increased engagement. You can see the engagement has increased. You see on the corner, we see Auntie Nyami. I will talk about the video for Auntie Nyami now in a minute for you guys to see how she also came and she have addressed this, say no bullying at the coherent senior behavior toward woman spouse. This is quite interesting. Also, that somebody else has come. You see, this is also uh, an effect of Marwa when somebody like Auntie Nyami. What I like Auntie Nyami is the decision where she looked at that and she thought properly and decided, okay, it's time to walk away and do something else. That was quite interesting. It was quite interesting because we need to grow up. We need to uh, understand there is limits and that we deal also with human beings. So in the long term, based on the partner like this, if he stay consistent, Marwa, he stabilize and rebuild the impact, negative impact created by in that absolutely I believe in too. If the drama continues, that is very unlikely. Audience fatigue will kick in, and the interview and the picture we have in our screens shows something else. Shows that he has the interviewer has brought him peace of mind, stability, and also a space to rebuild and a space of being seen and heard. Because Ship the Explorer, when he returns to his comfort zone in America, friends and whatever, his career is like Jamaican uncle, that has reflect positive, so much positive on Marwa and other content creators in the village will boost, will boost because people will be curious. People will ask him, "You've been in this place, you've been in that place, you've been in this, and then you've done this, and how do you expect this becomes part of your life or what you?" So the bottom line, the interviewer work because it changed the narrative time. This interview worked so perfect for Maro because changed the narrative time. I wish Rocio could do something that I wish Rocio could uh, rebuild everything. I saw many people say she has changed the narrative. She has start saying things, but I don't trust because the source JT podcast is not somebody could a, a vlogger to be trusted because we know how he lies to the thief and to his ends and in his character and his eyes, everything, you know. So that could be one of his gateways, but unfortunately, will require somebody out there come out and also make Rocio bring something else without drama, uh, guilty, so forth. New person, new life, no Jesus, just you, your day, what you're doing, what you. So, the bottom line, the interview works to. He changed the narrative, and so well in timing that you just stop and think about reactors got stuck on the old cocoon drama cycle. They are they stuck. Marwa moving to what he does the best, personal telling story, and control the narrative, control the village. He is still the king. Still the king. The queen is not there. Should be there. I think that is one of the things we should start thinking about reconciliation, but not in these scenarios, uh, a reconciliation where she could appreciate it and accept it was a decision from both sides or a miscalculation between them, reconsider, reevaluate, but also create boundaries. And those boundaries where Marwa start to understand the values of his family, how important his family is, uh, and to have a family in that age is quite critical for an African person. I know others' cultures are different. Not just carry on, go out and get this one, get that one, get it, change this one. This is going to be something I don't expect Mara doing or somebody else doing. Me, I have passed for three relations, and my third relation, I say, oh, I'm not going no way. Doesn't work, doesn't work. I'm staying my own. But unfortunately, God has given me something that I need. Really, I appreciate to have it. So that is why I felt like the miss moment of everything here is these reactors lost the opportunity. Yeah. And the reactors, they have to start to change and learn be on the side of the fence, be on top of the fence, sometimes leaning to the left, sometimes lean to the right, sometimes just stay there on the fence because they can make them greater, like this Nairobi banana. He call himself the teacher. If he stayed on top of the fence, he could be a star of this situation. But unfortunately, Ship the Explorer nail it, nail it in a such way, so brilliant that nobody can dispute him. So I wish a good luck to Ship the Explorer and all the best, what he does the best, and also uh, Antinyami, the approach she have taken on this uh, expose of these old men that does not realize Masubo One never done a good job with him, never told him what was content creation. Now Marwa became something in life, he became abusive. Even himself, as I said, he was very abusive person. And congrats, mom, for distance himself from the comments of this evil. This is not a father. A father will never come. It look like Mrs. X and this man they're working together, something like that, to take the what God has given to Marwa after he left with one eye. So, Antinyam, with all respect, you've done a good job to bring to our attention this behavior, this abusive. This is not acceptable. Any man, anybody goes out towards a woman in a such manner, whatever a woman does. We need to speak out indeed, but not come and say, I got a machete, I walk this and then I went out of my mind. And this is the drama we see in the village. We saw with Preslan, a very humble beginnings to what she is today. We saw that relation go Jay with the other young lady. We saw all these dramas. And one of the quite interesting relations in the village is Nasto and his girlfriend, and Claudia Joseph with Miniawi. These are very exemplar things we can refer to in content creation. We need to be proud and help them and follow them and see how people become single parents and get focused to their duties and their families. And this is reflection of Mara. And that interview with the explorer, this gentleman here, and what Antinyami comes and exposes, in fact, says much. Let's see the comments from this one before I go. Yeah, I think it's time to go. I am so, this is Sylvia Baker. I am so heartbroken to see how people cheer these old men over and over. Shameful. Thank you for enlightening us to what is bullying indeed. Even I give you a like. To be honest, I'll give you a like. Langa Tembelele, Sister Linjani, spent 4 years failing to go to her parents from Mexico. Yeah, yet she comes running to Africa for a man she did not know and spend his money, and you got a child which she say she is proud of the family spending 2 months. If he was that bad, could they stay that long? Indeed, yeah, Injan is still long. That is true. That is true. So it's some missing transparency there from Mrs. X. Elena Raua. If the true Esther was with Korea, I total thanks God to have separated from that devil cave. She left and upgraded herself to what we see her now. Esther is able. The children will never suffer because of Korea. Love you, sister. Love you. Love you. Love you. So, guys, you see these trends. You see the interview. Really, I saw just this video right now here on the trends, and these, believe me, I'm gonna share on my post. So please uh, watch. Yeah, please watch. This is bomb. This is a bomb. Believe me, this is a bomb. Sister, you got a like from me. 100% you are with me. And I think, well, for today is all. I appreciate you all for being here and for see my reflection and also be with me even if you didn't engage live. uh, it's been a pleasure. Please, thank you, Flora. Join my channel. Click on that button so you can get notified and you can see it for yourself, my videos, at the time to time. I have chosen follow up these for more time because there is other issues now. The issue of the failure of the ATAS is clear, but now that anti-Nyam has brought to attention this behavior, this abusive, and this was one of the factors that woman with that Irish woman left the village was this kind of abuse. What their name? I forgot it. Leave this guy, this Rastafari guy. So here you will see something quite interesting, and it's nice to see a woman who's coming forward. Uh, because if you look to this video of Antinyami, what I like the engagement is mixed in terms of gender. It's a very with a very high equilibrium. Even every 14 comments, you see a very good equilibrium, like this Ranford say, greeting to you, Auntie, from London, brother. You see? And then you see Shetrok, Syrian, Nyam, welcome back to yourself. You got lost in yourself. I thank God for your life. You see, this is beautiful. What you have discussed is a serious matter for any mother to absorb quietly. Yet Congrats Moms is quiet. Society should raise against this. Men, you deserve a like. 100%. I am Prosonia. Oh, I love a new you. Yeah, that is good. Yeah. That wisdom is not found in school. That is this old fool is very stupid. I am 65 years old, but I am wise than him. Auntie, I am from South Africa. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, family. Yeah, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Time is over. And please leave comments and come back. Come back and follow me. Leave your like, subscribe, whatever. If you don't like, you hate, whatever. But leave something so I can understand you also, your point of views. I think you have like 1 hour is enough, and then we come back next. Uh, your comments are very important. With love, we are here. The interview that became as a blessing when you are unique in YouTube, and that is an African. Not in a big city, not in a fancy apartment, just in a village. This guy make content. He's a content himself, by the way. Bye bye. Thank you.